new watch, new babe.
So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute, man. How y'all feeling? So check this out, man. The next video we're gonna be getting into, man, is the top 10 facts about Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, several years back, a video game was released called Five Nights at Freddy's. I've never played the video game, but I heard about it. I heard about it so much so that I wanted to play it, but just never got around to it. But it kind of took the world by storm. I heard it was like one of those games where it had a bunch of jump scares, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Different scare tactics to where if you played it in the dark. I used to say the same thing about Resident Evil. If you played Resident Evil back in the day, like you'd be going along, playing the game, beating boards and different things, and all of a sudden something would just jump out. And bro, it would just, the jump scare tactics that game possessed was just amazing. And I heard Five Nights at Freddy's was just like that, but just on a grand scale, focusing on that. It was so crazy that they were telling people 12 and under shouldn't play this game. You should be 12 and older and mature to be able to play this game. They had to put out like epilepsy warnings about this game. Like, it was just that serious. Like, a lot of people will tell you, man, probably people who watching this video right now or in the comment section will tell you, bro, they were afraid of this game. This game scared them as probably a child, the young, like it's crazy. So we're gonna check out the top 10 facts about it, and hopefully they'll go a little more in depth about it. But crazy. I'm mad I never got a chance, but I don't even know if it's still, maybe it's still offered. I don't know. We're gonna check it out and see. Here we go. Oh, let's look at it. Look at it. Top 10 facts. Five Nights at Freddy. Five Nights at Freddy. Top 10 facts. Oh, okay. These are requests. These were requests. Okay.
During the first night, the man that gives you instructions over the phone, simply named Phone Guy, mentions an incident he calls the Bite of 87.
Why do I feel like we about to get a jump scare right now, bro? I'm so tense right now, trying to just prepare myself. Why do I feel like just the way it came on just gave me that vibe? Like, are they finna try to get us? Maybe y'all should watch this in the dark.
During the first night, the man that gives you instructions over the phone, simply named Phone Guy, mentions an incident he calls the Bite of 87.
They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the Bite of 87. Yeah. It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe, you know?
In other words, it seems to be implied that one of the animatronics violently bit someone, most likely a customer. The victim survived, but the attack resulted in a partial loss of the victim's brain. Who this person was or what specific animatronic was involved is of course not known. However, a likely candidate could be Foxy. His jaw appears broken, which could be a result of the biting, and his sharp teeth and large mouth make him the most capable of causing serious damage. There are 4 main antagonists in the game: Freddy Fazbear, Bonnie the Bunny, Chica the Chicken, and Foxy the Pirate. Then there's a special character. He's been dubbed Golden Freddy by fans, but in the game files he's referred to as Yellow Bear. The only indication that he will appear is a poster of his face in Cam 2B. If the player then returns to the main room, Golden Freddy will be waiting. Soon after, he attacks and the game crashes. Unlike all the other animatronics in the game, Golden Freddy can get into the office no matter if the doors are closed or not. Equally strange is that the monitors in the room do not show any reflections of him being in front of them. This might suggest that Golden Freddy is simply some form of hallucination. He will also appear if you enter 1987 during the custom night setup screen, 1987 being a reference to the Bite of 87 incident previously mentioned. When you start up the game and the Help Wanted ad is displayed, the text around the ad is just some random stuff written by the creator.
Blah, 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 blah. This ad has nothing to do with anything relevant to the game. Blah, 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 blah. Chances are you won't make it past night 3. That's something to go ahead and tell you in the beginning, right? Blah, 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 yickety, yickety, smackety, blah, blah, blah. This probably isn't the best choice of a summer job, since you most likely won't survive the week. I'd recommend being a cashier, sack boy, or work in a warehouse. They're all very respectable jobs, and you probably won't be killed by them. Well, you might, but it would be unlikely. Blah, blah. I told y'all, man. I don't recommend y'all getting this game for your children.
The game's creator, Scott Cawthon, has stated that he thought the 420 setting in Custom Night was impossible to complete. But when Twitch streamer and YouTuber Big Bug proved that it actually was possible, Scott added a 3rd star to the title screen of the game to reward this specific accomplishment.
What did it say? It's because of this run that I added a 3rd star on the title screen for this accomplishment. I really didn't think it was possible. I can't even do it.
Title screen of the game to reward this specific accomplishment. According to several posters in the game, there was a kidnapping at some point that resulted in 5 children going missing inside of Freddy's. It's believed that a man dressed up as one of the mascots and then lured the children away. An unnamed suspect was arrested for the crime, but the bodies of the 5 children were never found. Given that the creator said that the animatronics are haunted, and the fact that blood had been found around their eyes by customers, and that all of them make different human-like noises, one could assume that the 5 animatronics are somehow possessed by the 5 missing children.
Like, this would be one of those video games that you probably could die during playing after it's over, or during the game. Somebody show up to your house and just actually kill. This just seems a bit much, but I can't lie. I wanted to play it, just never got around to it.
In the trailer for the game, Bonnie is shown running down the hallway, but he was stripped of this ability in the final game, with Foxy taking his place. He is also shown to remove his face and thus revealing his endoskeleton, but this never actually happens in the final game. Instead of hearing Phone Guy at the beginning of Night 5, you get this.
Imagine having everything off in your house, and that happens. Every light off, you just in a dark room playing a game, or in your room playing a game at night, and that happens. That alone right there scared the bejesus out of you.
Instead of hearing Phone Guy at the beginning of Night 5, you get this.
Bro, this game is satanic, fam. This game is satanic.
But if you reverse the recording, it sounds like the voice is quoting the book Autobiography of a Yogi. It's a section where a scientist talks about his theories that animals, plants, and even metals share a similar life force.
Agricultural development is needed by fuller use of your marvelous mechanism, but it not be easily possible to employ them.
It's a lamentable that mass agricultural development is not speeded by fuller use of marvelous mechanisms. Would it not be easily possible to employ some of them quick laboratory experiments to indicate the influence of various types of fertilizers on plant growth? You're right. Countless uses of both instruments will be made by future generations. The scientist seldom knows. What?
Then quick laboratory experiments to indicate the influence of various fertilizers on plant growth. You are right. Countless use will be made by future generations. Seldom knows and bring you the joy of creating.
Whenever you view the Golden Freddy poster, the laughter of a child can be heard. Freddy actually have the exact same laugh, only slow down. The scream of the four main
Yo, yeah, just put a 1 if you're gonna be researching this game if you never heard of it once you get done with this video. Just put a 1 in the comment section, fam. Just give me a 1. I know it. It's killing y'all right now. Y'all probably done paused it and went and looked it up too.
Animatronics when they jump scare the player seems to be a heavily modified version of a child's scream. It's usually cut off in the game, but it's much easier to hear in the full version found in the game files.
Bro, that will give you a heart attack. Let me back up. Imagine sitting here playing your game, trying to figure out what's next. You're so into it, and then this happens.
Freddy actually have the exact same laugh, only slow down. The scream of the four main animatronics when they jump scare the player seems to be a heavy
Bro, that'll make your heart jump out your body. Woo!
modified version of a child's scream. It's usually cut off in the game, but it's much easier to hear in the full version found in the game files. As with most games, a few things had to be cut from the final release. For example, the map was originally going to look like this. The camera icons would have been small circles that turns green when selected. This also allowed you to see which direction the cameras were facing. Some of the cameras also changed location during this stage of development. For example, the backstage camera was originally behind or beside the door. And in the beginning, the game was supposed to feature a life system. Scott has also mentioned that other animatronics were removed from the game, but that they will instead be in the sequel coming out sometime next year. Before Scott created Five Nights at Freddy's, he worked on several other more family-friendly games, but these games were unfortunately torn apart by some prominent reviewers by saying that the characters in the games looked like animatronic animals. He says that he was at first heartbroken by this and were even ready to quit the game industry altogether, but then one night he realized that he could take what these reviewers had said and use it to his own advantage. Thus, Five Nights at Freddy's came to life.
And I tried to anticipate it, bro. Imagine what just that shows you what that game can do to you, bro. I tried to anticipate it coming. With the music and everything, I was preparing myself.
You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shrieking.
There's a part 2 that's also out, so we're gonna check that one out as well, man. But let me know what y'all research, because I know y'all gonna go and research. Let me know what y'all thought. If you ever heard of this game, have you ever played it? If you played it, how was it? Was the jump scares legit? Did they really scare the living bejesus out of you? Did they scare the piss out of you? Let me know. I'm gonna look it up too. That's one thing I never did either, man. I heard about it. I got a little bit of information on it, but I've never seen like somebody actually play it. And I'm pretty sure you can find somebody playing it on YouTube or something like that, man. Twitch or something like that. Somebody's probably played the game and has a video of them actually playing the game and going through it. So you'll get like a full reaction out of them on what it did to them. So I don't recommend this one for children, bro, at all. You hear me? At all, you know? You do this at your own risk and at your own expense. All right? It's your boy L, man. Y'all get at me in the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought of this video. Something crazy. Till the next reaction, man, I'm gone. Peace.